อีกด้านหนึ่งค่ะที่ประเทศเมียนมาก็มีการรีวิวเพื่อที่จะขายโทรศัพท์มือถือและใช้วิธีนำช่างเทคนิคมารีวิวสินค้านะคะทำกันอย่างไรติดตามใน Asean Connect กับคุณทิวลิปนาคสมภพเราค่ะ
เราเดินทางมาถึงเทปสุดท้ายของ Asean Connect ของปีนี้แล้วนะคะวันนี้เราจะเข้าสายไปพูดคุยกับผู้สื่อข่าวจากนครย่างกุ้งของประเทศเมียนมาค่ะคุณเดวิดตุนอยู่ในสายกับเราแล้วค่ะ So what is the story you have for us today?
It might sound traditional in the sense that maybe in Thailand it's much more advanced than Myanmar, so the way of operating business is a lot more developed. But in Myanmar, this is a unique one. So what I have here is essentially a chain of phone stores. They are mainly based in Yangon and Mandalay, which are the two biggest cities in Myanmar. Their approach to doing business is fairly unique. They've embraced the culture of the new digital culture of you know how young people always, when they want to buy something, they will always rather go and look at the reviews or they're correct. So which is a very new age thing, but it is still somewhat not that too relevant in Myanmar yet. What they do is they will try to have as much product as possible that the customers will want, but they will also educate the customers on what are the things they should be buying, what is worth their money, and so on.
And so what is the difference though? So from the normal phone shop, they also do the review and such, but where do they publish or promote their review?
In Myanmar, it's all about Facebook.
Okay.
So they usually post their reviews on the social media page, on the main page. It's called Any Call. They also provide like technical training and not only to their staff, but the like workshops and all that for young people, especially young people that are interested in technology and that actually wants to know more than just how to use a phone. So what goes on behind the scenes on the phone, the hardware and all that. In fact, the reviewer they have employed is a technician with like at least a decade of experience. So which is pretty rare actually, because in Myanmar the quote-unquote the influencer market is not actually ran by people with a lot of technical expertise, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So this is a rarity, and that they are very fair about it. So even if they have the phone for sale, they will say, okay, they review it, and then they will say, okay, these are the weaknesses, these are the good things, and whether it's worth their money or not. So yeah, which is antithesis of what the if you think about it, what a business tries to sell, right? So because if they say bad things about it, people won't buy their phone, but they think that it's still worth it because in the end, everybody is a win-win situation if the customers know what's best and you know what I mean. So yeah, they believe that way.
So that means in every product, besides being honest about what's bad about it, they probably have to find something good about it too, no?
Well, that's true. There might be a conflict of interest that the reviewer will be forced to try and balance it out. But I've looked at it myself because I am fairly interested in that segment myself. So it is extremely fair, I believe, especially so when, let's say, normally when phone reviews are being done, they mainly concentrate on what the features and whether it's worth the price, correct? But rarely, if they do not have the technical experience, what happens is that they cannot actually vouch for the long-term use or the longevity.
Right.
Okay, right, correct. So yeah, it which also brings another fresh perspective on how phone reviews are currently being done in Myanmar. But also, you know, it's interesting that they would, in a sense, is willing to harm their profit loss margins. To educate the public about the technology, and they've told me that they have like at least more than 10 different stores open in Yangon, across Yangon and Mandalay, and they mainly try to employ young people. So I've been to like 2 of their stores personally, not on a journalistic level, but I just go and I buy some stuff, and I think they are doing it right because Usually when you go to staff, not all of the staff can tell you things. Do you know what I mean? Maybe
Right,
for
true.
certain technical things, you have to call the manager and all that. But I found that a lot of their staff are very well informed about these things.
So I guess it's a new way of building their retail brand.
Yeah, exactly. As far as I can tell, there is no other companies yet that does that. Like, there are other big chains that sell, well, not only phones, but consumer electronics, gadgets and devices and all that. But while the customer service may be up to par with general niceties and all that, but in terms of technical expertise, I think they are still one of the best that I found, if not the best, and the most unique one.
Interesting. And I think it's their opportunity to build loyal customer base as well. Well, thank you very much for the story today, and I wish you have a very good weekend. And we'll see
Thank
you
you very
again
much.
next year.
Okay, see you again next
Thank
year.
you.
and-
Bye. เอาละค่ะและนั่นก็คือเรื่องราวที่น่าสนใจจากเมียนมาในสัปดาห์นี้ค่ะและนั่นก็คือทั้งหมดในอาเซียนคอนเนควันนี้ค่ะ